Okay, so good
You're not
morning.
recording, Wendy.
Oh, I should be. I'm not.
There you are.
Okay, so good morning, all, and working. Welcome, working. Welcome to Practitioner Clinic. So this is a fun day for working on someone with a partner, and then we'll be talking about it after the clinic. So I think I'll send it over to you, John, to get them all in shape.
Yeah. We're gonna do a little bit of Qigong and Ren Wuzong. We do a little rhyme there. And we're gonna do ourselves to set ourselves energies up. So I'm gonna invite you to find your Wuji posture so we can get started. Hey, here we go. Let's feel those roots. Get a sense of really connecting with the earth as you breathe. Knowing that this is always available to you. This will be available to you as you do your setup as well. We can start right now to say hello to the earth and those beautiful yin energies, letting them, opening up that flow to let them flow through you all the way up to the divine. And then the divine saying, I'm here too. And there's coming down, flowing down through you and also all around you. Taking some nice deep breaths. And then bringing your focus to your palms, and let's gather some of that energy from the earth, from nature, from the sky above. And let's give a little wash down over the front of the body. Let's be nurtured by this energy. And any tension you might feel, let's just wash that away. And again, gathering from earth and nature and sky, and give a little wash down the back of the body, all the way down to the earth. And one more time, right through the crown, down through the center of the throat, through the center of the torso, all the way through the pelvis, through the legs, through the feet, and down into the earth. All right. Let's breathe in. Let's do some counter swing. Let's toss away any tension here. Get a sense of letting go of any of those worries. Toss them away. Any frustrations, tossing them away. Any fear that might be there, tossing that away. Any anxiety or stress, tossing that. Helping to release any heaviness in the lungs, any sense of sadness or grief. Sense of judgment. Breathing in, toss it away. Inhale, exhale. Couple more. One more to each side. And then come back to the center. Let your feet get closer together and let's bounce. Let's let go. Feel that vibration in your bones. Nice resonance that goes from the earth, that pulse that goes all the way up to the crown. You can even add a little sigh to help support the Shen. Letting go of any heaviness. Ah, ah, good. And another deep breath. Ah, good. And let's step out. And let's do a little bit of trembling horse. Let's shake the hands, the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders. Oh, shake it down your body. Inhale. Oh, good. Inhale. Up the arms. Exhale. Ooh, down the body. Oh, one more time. Oh, good. And take a nice breath in, and one more pulling down the heavens. Give a little wash over the front of the body. Just wash away any of that tension, any of that stress. Just wash it away. First down the front, and then down the back. And then all the way down through the center. Good. And down into the earth. All right. And let's do our 5 yang. Breathe in. Filling up. And you can even practice this version, just focusing down here, get that moving. Just kind of play if you want, or you can do the original that you learned. See if you can really feel that chi moving in the lower abdomen, in the lower dantian, building up and activating it as the arms come down. Smile as we support all the yang organs. Give it a pull in and then give it a spin. Good. Last few, couple, 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Good. And let the hands come down. Feeling that energy, and then slowly lift the arms up. Take a breath in. Let's say hello to the lungs. Exhale. Inhale. Expanding. Exhale. Filling the lungs with chi. Smiling to these beautiful energies right there in the chest, these organs that fill up and support, accept chi in the form of oxygen. Create this energy flow that fills the body, helps the blood move through the body. And one more time. Bring the hands close to you and then drop them down, and then take your right foot out a little further. Let's give a little support to that right kidney. Let's go down and scoop up the water. Inhale. Exhale. Rolling through, gathering up the energy. Get a sense of charging up that right kidney. Let's do one more. Coming back to the upward position, and then let's switch sides. And let's say hello to the left kidney. Let's do the same thing and give that a little extra chi. Charge it up. Rolling down, come across, roll up the other side to receive that energy. Two more. Good. Bring your left hand to your hip, right hand extend, slide the foot in, and let's move our focus to the liver. Smile to your liver, helping that smooth flow of chi. A sense of moving the energy in support of your liver. And finish the one you're on and do one more. When you're done, bring your hands in front of you. Left hand over right. Take a nice breath in as we create a chi ball for the heart. Take a nice breath in here. On the exhale, let's create that nice safe space for the Shen. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Filling up the heart and then creating that safe space for the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And one more to your right. One more to your left. Come back to the center and take that ball of light and place it in your heart. Smile to your heart. This beautiful energy in the center of the chest. And then allow your hands to come down. And let's say hello to the spleen. Breathe in and make an outline of the earth. Bring the energy down through the center of the body. Flick your fingers to release charge and then touch thumbs and index fingers. Inhale. Exhale as we turn to the right. Inhale. Exhale, go to the left. Good. One more time to the left, or right, excuse me. One more time to your left. And come back to the center and slowly let the hands come down. Bring your focus to your navel. Take a few deep breaths. Let all this energy settle and coalesce into a beautiful pearl of light right there in the lower Danchen. Let's circulate that pearl as it drops down to your pelvic floor. Breathe in and let it flow up the spine. Let's do some guang gong. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Moving the chi. Get a sense of that moving through a couple more times. Really opening up that microcosmic orbit. Bring that energy back down to the navel. Let it settle there. Good. And now let's turn and face the south. Turn and face the south. Let's do a little bit of Renwu Zong. Get our nice animals moving around us here. So taking a moment, feel your Wuji posture. And then bring your awareness above your head. See a beautiful golden ball of light, like a warm sun. Get a sense of it beginning to melt, like warm oil, flowing down over the front of the body, all the way down over the face, the chest, down, abdomen, the thighs, all the way down to your feet and into the earth. Get a sense of it also pouring down the back of the body, back of the head, neck, shoulders, spine, buttocks, and legs, all the way down to your feet. Get a sense of that light entering in through the crown and flowing through the brain, down through the throat, through all the yin organs, all the yang organs, bringing relaxation to the nerves, the tendons, the muscles, the bones, the blood, the skin, and all of this energy flowing down through your feet and down to the earth as roots begin to flow down into the earth, going through our earthly transpersonal points of nature, the five elements, beautiful sacredness of the earth itself. And see the earth respond by sending up this beautiful golden light, unconditional love from the earth, flowing up through those roots, letting it fill you up like a glass, filling up through the feet, through the legs, through the pelvis, filling you up with energy all the way up through the torso, to the chest, to the shoulders, to the neck, all the way above the head. This earthly energy filling you up. And then bring your awareness once again above your head and connecting with the divine, going through the heavenly transpersonal chakras of the higher self, beautiful energies of the virtues, of the pure lights, and the connection with the divine, the unconditional love. And feel the divine sending down a beam of white light through the crown, down through the crown of the head, filling the upper danchen, overflowing, filling the middle danchen, overflowing, filling the lower danchen. And feel these energies coalesce and form your Taiji pole, your center core of light. Warm and vibrant in your center. And breathe as we get a sense of it filling up with each breath. Each moment getting more and more vibrant until the body, the core, the Taiji pole can't hold anymore and it bursts out and begins to fill the body to join that earthly energy. Feel all this yin from the earth, yang from the divine, filling you up, going down deep into your cells, into your tissues. From the bottom of the feet to the top of the head, to the tips of your fingers, charging you up with yin and yang. Until the body can't hold anymore and it bursts out, filling the first field of Wei Qi. And then breathing in and sending it out further, creating a second field of Wei Qi. Breathing that in and then creating a third field of Wei Qi, about 2 meters all around you. And breathe. And take a moment in this powerful stance with all these energies to bring awareness back to your Taiji pole. Feel this center core, this housing, this area that houses your soul, supports all your chakras. And bring your awareness down to the earth. and the energy of the earth element. And feel the earth respond by sending up a golden steam like a phoenix rising from the ashes, flowing up through the bottom of the feet like a mist that begins to dance and synergize around your Taiji pole in your center. This is the energy of your yi, the power of your intention. Feel its power and the virtues of truth and honesty, trust and faith flowing round your Taiji pole in the center of your body. The beauty of the earth element in this golden phoenix kind of flying around the center core of light. And then bring your focus to your breastbone and imagine a portal opening here and a beautiful red steam beginning to flow out in front of you. This is this forming into a beautiful red phoenix with the spirit of your Shen. And see this red phoenix, this fire phoenix, sending it to the south, to the direction of the fire element. And notice how the south responds by sending back this enormous red phoenix protecting your front, full of the virtues of peace and love and the energy of divine order, protecting your front. And then bring your awareness to Ming Men, to right between your kidneys, another portal opening here, and a blue-black steam flowing out behind you, forming into a blue-black tortoise and snake. This is the spirit of your Zhe, your will, and sending this tortoise and snake to the north, to the direction of the water element. And feel the north respond by sending back this enormous tortoise and snake, protecting your back, full of the energy of Jing, your essence, but all the beauty of your ancestors, all that came before you that have your back. And all this energy of wisdom and self-understanding and clear, rational thinking here to support you as you go through your treatments today. And then bring your awareness to your right side and a portal opening under the ribs and a white steam beginning to flow out, transforming into a beautiful white tiger, strong as steel, with the spirit of your Po. Send this white tiger to the west, to the direction of the metal element, and feel the west respond by sending back this enormous white tiger protecting your right side, full of the energies of integrity and courage and dignity. And then bring your awareness to your left side and see another portal opening here under the ribs, and a green steam began to flow out, forming into a beautiful green dragon, sinewy like bamboo, full of the spirit of your Hun. And send this green dragon to the east, to the direction of the wood element. And notice how the east responds by sending back this enormous green dragon protecting your left side, full of compassion and loving kindness. And See all these beautiful animals. Phoenix, red phoenix in front of you, the green dragon on your left, the blue-black tortoise and snake behind you, and the white tiger on your right. And see them begin to slowly at first move to the front, to the left, to the back, to the right, counterclockwise, going stalking each other's positions and then starting to pick up speed, getting faster and faster, transforming into a beautiful rainbow ball of light, protecting you and supporting you. Beautiful, vibrant ball of light filling your Wei Qi field. And have a moment of gratitude for all the elements, all the virtues, all the animals here flowing in your field. As we invite the colors to come back into the organs, to harmonize your organs, opening up your crown of your head and seeing the white light flow back into the lungs. The red and pink lights flow back into the heart. The green light flowing back into your liver. The blue and any black light flowing down and filling your kidneys. And the golden yellow light within going back into the spleen and pancreas. And see these organs getting more and more vibrant with each breath as those colors begin to saturate the organs, bursting out beyond the organs to fill the whole body with luminous white light, charging up your whole body from the very top to the very bottom to the tips of those fingers. Beautiful white light, creating so much vibrancy within the body that it bursts out to fill the bubble created by the animal's rotation, so that your vibrancy is not only within you, but all around you. And then bring your awareness above your head and see the energies of the North Star and all the stars of the Big Dipper shining down and adding their light, a divine extra little light here to support all of this as it rains down over you, filling the Wei Qi field and flowing down and soaking that in to your body as well. And breathe. And then slowly bring your hands to your navel. Let's lock this in with 9 rotations. Reversing for 9 more. And then rubbing your hands, generate a little bit of heat. Bring them over your glasses, over your eyes, soak that in. Let it flow through the brain, down the spine, into the dantian. Little wash of the face, up the center, down over the ears. Little tap of the forehead, crown, side of the head, back of the head, back of the neck. Come down to the shoulder. Little tap all the way to the fingers, and then up the back. Come across, do the same thing on the other side. Tap of the underarms, heart, lungs, side of the body, the digestive organs as we do a little tap up the right, down the left. Do that a couple more times. Tap our sea of chi. Come around the waist to say hello to the kidneys and lower back. And a little tap down the legs. Round the feet and toes, up the inside. Tap right here at leg gates. Stimulate our sea of chi again. Good. And just for a brief moment, just feel that energy again. Feel all this chi. Feel this connection with earth, to divine, nature, the yin, the yang. And then let's take all this beautiful energy and have a wonderful clinic. Thanks, everybody. We'll send you into your breakout room so you can chat with your partner for a moment before your client arrives at quarter to the hour. Yeah, Gavin, you had a question?
Yeah, I was just looking through the email for the client, and I noticed they had a hip fracture in April, and just reading through the contraindications around broken bones and qigong. So, do you have any kind of suggestions of things we shouldn't do?
The sounds.
The sounds. Don't make
Yeah.
any sounds.
That's all. And
That's
then
all.
Okay.
and then you can do
Do
some
some
casting.
casting.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was wondering. Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks for asking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. So, um, sorry, John, I need to get into my room.
Yeah.
It's there. It
It
was
should be
open.
there. If you go down to the bottom, maybe the three dots. It,
I'm so not technological.
do you
Let
see
me
the three
just.
dots that say more at the bottom?
Okay. Yeah, join breakout room.
There you
There you
go.
go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Naomi,
Naomi,
if you want to just unfortunately because this clinic and you didn't want to do this, what you could do though is if you want to come back after break and listen to what they did, that would be really
Oh
lovely.
yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, so how
So
about you do that? The break should be it. Hopefully everything
11.
works out. It should be starting at quarter after
Yeah.
11 our time. So we'll be break
20,
for it till about
25 to the
25
hour.
to the hour of whatever that is for you.
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So basically in 2 hours.
Okay, in
Yeah,
two
2 hours
hours.
from now. Yep.
Okay, great.
Okay, Barbara, you having,
I'll see you then.
yeah. Are you having a problem getting into your room? Okay, there she is.
Okay.
Okay, now we have Barbara Ann.
Yep. So that's good. One person's here already. Good.
Should we put a message into the, how do I do that? I can't, so how do I
Oh, I
send a
could just bring them. I mean, we
message?
could just bring them in. It's only a few
That's true.
people.
We can bring them in.
They're going to be
Yeah.
going there in a few
But
minutes.
there
So
is some way that you can send a message into the,
yeah, I don't.
can't
Oh,
remember. Oh, it's
is
in
that?
waiting room message. Yes.
There it is.
Yeah. Where is it? Oh, yeah, waiting room message. Um, you know, let you in shortly. And then we can let her in. There, waiting room. There. Let's practice. Okay. Woo!
Yeah, here we go.
Yes.
Oh, I can stop
Yeah.
recording.
Okay. We would love to hear from our groups. How about your experiences? So, do we have a group wants to put a hand up? Someone want to put a hand up on behalf of your group to start us off? Let's see, John, how many minutes do we want to have here for the?
Well, we got an hour and 20 minutes left, of course, so we got lots of time.
I know, but we do have some things to talk about after
Yes, we
that.
do. So,
So,
there we go.
5 groups. So if we have easily 10 minutes a group, though.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay.
And you don't.
Esther, thank you.
Okay. I hope, Michelle, it's okay.
Yes.
Yes, go right ahead.
I'm just very enthusiastic because um, we picked up the same things with each one. Like, for example, I picked up quite a lot of information about the emotional situation. And Michelle saw like details. Oh, it's a woman. It's later she's a sister. Like she filled in. Like I saw the general issues, and she filled it all in.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And also at the end, so I had prepared, more or less a general exercise that could well have been suitable. But in the end, we both agreed on the same exercise. Something needed to be done for the belt here to open up.
Mhm.
This was like we worked as a team.
Yeah. Yes, it was awesome.
That's great.
We had
Fun,
such
isn't
fun.
it?
Yes, and it was
It's
awesome.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the great thing with you learn a lot from each other.
Oh, definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I think the one thing I thought was really wonderful that Esther was mentioning, of course, with the belt, the importance of it was because there was such a heat in the thigh, especially on the right side. I was mentioning to Barbara and Esther that it was just so almost like, oh, I can't hold this. And just as soon as we decided to open to, the energy belt, it just felt like that would be something that would let go, would release, because there was stuff from the heart. That's what I felt really wanted to just let go. Even with my gloves, I wanted to go in there and the spleen, just get in there for some reason. It was just really prevalent just to work on that.
Mm.
So, yeah.
And the emotions needed to be lifted up to the heart.
Yes,
Mm.
So it was the belt here. It was the blockage.
definitely. Yeah, just to let stuff flow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's great.
And also seeing the person, because we picked up um, really her attitude,
Mhm.
both the attitude that we really saw in her life, but also the attitude, but also what was like repressed under there.
Yeah. And
And so also the very positive and going and looking forward, but also the pain that's being repressed.
mhm.
So it showed both.
we were we were a little concerned at first because we thought, oh my goodness, we have 15 minutes and I want to make sure I don't get someone on a tangent because I can, but not saying that she would, but I'm used to people talking to me the whole time in a treatment. So for this, I thought, okay, how can we, mold this to fit it and find out what we need to find out? And it was perfect. I think she got very relaxed, wouldn't you say, Esther, right after we started to chat a little bit. And then that's when the stuff came up. You could feel the energy jump. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was within that time. It was good. Yeah.
And I think it also made it a very good treatment because she was relaxed enough to be able to touch on the sensitive issues
Yes.
and go into relaxation. So that allowed to like really do some deep work.
And Esther's very supportive. Her energy is so loving. You can feel it. And that's what's one thing I think that came in initially because she doesn't know us. But then as soon as Esther was speaking, I could feel so much love from Esther. It just seemed to like fill the room, right? And then it went right to her because she could feel she was so receptive. She's really lovely. And she's from Nova Scotia. Everyone in Nova Scotia is awesome. So just putting that out there. But it just felt like that was so, it was so all encompassing. It was so nice. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I want to say. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what were the exercises? What was the prescription in the end?
The big circle opening hula hoop.
Hula hoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
The
like
hula hoop
like
exercise,
circle.
yeah.
Yes. The hula hoop.
Yeah.
So we could open that so it could drain the stuffs. I had suggested a tea just because I'm used to kind of giving teas come through. So I suggested a couple rose for the heart and then a warming one, just because she said antibiotic just to flow everything through the body with the warmth. So ginger.
Yeah.
I just picked
Yeah.
ginger.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that sounds awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you both.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Who would like to share next?
And just a reminder, real quick, to when you're doing the shares, that this is a good way to practice for clinic, that you can give a bunch of information about the person, but just don't say their name.
Yeah.
Just a little reminder for that.
Yeah. And those guys did great. There was no
Yeah,
names.
exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see.
Ready.
Freddie and Celine.
Audio. Okay. Lower hand. That was really cool. That was so much fun. And it's also just very like I've never been in a situation where you could, share a treatment with a like, kind of co-treat. Um, and I just loved how like there were so many things that we noticed. It was like we were weaving something together and like picking up on different stuff. And I've worked with Celine before, and I really enjoy working with Celine. So from channeling. So it was really fun. And also like so I did the magic circles in advance. And, I'm still like, there are some days where I'm just like so zoned in and it's like fine. And then there are others where I'm all like, oh, I don't know if that's me or if that's them or what's going on. But I put down pretty much everything that I got today. And there were so many things that our client mentioned. I was just like, my notes are just a bit random, like, gammy, like just like random stuff. I would never say that to a client, but like, and then she mentioned that there had been an injury a couple of decades ago to the knee. And, it's just really nice having those moments of, oh yeah, you're on the right track, like clear it all out, the information comes in. Um, And we had kind of similar experience. There had been like my experience when I was doing the magic circles was that the feet really needed to be brought back down to earth. And when we were going through the treatment, that's what we were both picking up on. Like everything was, high up, and everything needed to be like brought down and kind of earthed and grounded. Um, and we prescribed. Mine was the five yang. This person is like pretty exhausted because they're going through the loss of a parent. Um, and so I was just like, how can we make the prescription exercise like super, super easy? Like it could be done as an exercise, but it could obviously also be done as like in your imagination when you're going to sleep at night. It's just kind of, I don't know, like just not wanting to give lots of stuff for the sake of it, and hopefully like what we suggested is helpful. I'm not going to say like I'm not going to speak all over Celine's bit, but like yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, it was amazing. I also love working with you, Freddie. You kind of fall in love with everybody, I think. And you fall in love with the person you're working with, you fall in love with the client. Like, what was so extra fascinating to me was when we were speaking initially, what we both noticed, it was like she was just carrying this massive weight and it just kind of very kind of shrouded. And when we finished the treatment and she came on the screen, it was like night and day. It was like that cotton was like, and she was just kind of just there. It was really beautiful to witness. And so what I can share is when I was doing the magic gloves, it was really cool. It was like the magic gloves were having me create like a wave, and then I was moving like all this gunk out of her system. And I mean, there was a lot. Like it felt like there was some karma with her mom, like this real like intertwining that was really impacting her. And it was like moving all this stuff out of her system and just helping her system come back to, there's like real like lifelong health issues, like since childhood, it sounds like. And so just like the magic gloves, it felt like, and I did the Divine River of Light, but I did the Divine River of Light totally different. Like after the magic gloves just had me stand at the edge of her field. And then I just guided the magic gloves with my third eye, but from like way back.
Mm.
I don't know why, but I couldn't.
Standing way back puts you out in the spiritual field. It kind of also can deal with some things in the past.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So it's like old stuff. You felt karma there and you don't know why you're way out there in the field. Yeah, that's why.
Okay. And you know what
Right.
was so weird is like I was on the side of her body and I was like, the magic gloves is from her, or I mean, the Divine River of Light is from her crown, but I couldn't actually move. So I actually just I guided the energy down, but I did it from out here on the side.
Right,
Basically.
right.
Yeah. So yeah, really beautiful. And I
Mm.
suggested the microcosmic orbit to, get the energy moving and down from her head. And yeah, and then I just, from a more like maybe psychological standpoint, because it seemed like she was very in the thing, just reminding her of, that she has a blueprint for health that she was born with, and that just to kind of disentangle herself. And, especially when she's like in the hospital with her mom, like making sure that she's clearing when she comes home. And, because she seemed like she was really just carrying all this stuff with her. So, yeah, that was the other aspect of our work.
Yeah.
I had to get a little dance thrown in there somewhere, so I
Oh,
suggest
yeah.
that we have a dance more regularly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Needed.
Yes, she probably appreciate that.
That's one of the best cleanses out there. Have a dance.
Yeah.
A dance and a smile.
Yeah. Agreed.
Definitely.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Who's up to put their hand up next?
Stuart.
Stuart, yes.
Let's see.
See, so Stuart and Barbara.
Okay, let me grab Barbara here. Stuart was there and then he left. Let's see. There we go. Now. It's funny when you put your hand up and then you take it down, you move spots. It's just something weird about Zoom. So like I'm about to get you, and all of a sudden you're gone.
Right. Put you in the end of the line or something. You
Yeah,
go from the
right.
front to the last. I was like, let me click on it.
Yeah, I found it really interesting because when we had a little WhatsApp before with the magic circles, and it was amazing how we both picked up on very similar things, worded them slightly differently, but the general gist was the same, which is always good if you. So you're not thinking, oh God, I'm not feeling anything, or I'm not being mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I
Yes.
think during the treatment as well, especially when we're doing the scanning, I think it's really interesting both for sort of picking up on very similar pieces in the body. So yeah, with the colon being really warm, stomach and spleen being really depleted,
Yeah.
things like that. It's nice to have someone else say, "Oh yeah, that is what I'm feeling as well." On that,
Yeah.
this sort of
This
good
is why we love
validation.
clinics. Exactly that reason.
Well, it is too, because I think with the two of you, as you're going through, we were sharing information about, where to go or what we were feeling. And sometimes even with the magic gloves and then it gave us an idea of where to concentrate or where we might want to do the prescription exercises at the end. And our client was interesting in that was in the midst of doing a lot of work on the spiritual side. So she was very talkative during the session itself. Like there was a lot going on from her, and I had to turn down my volume because it was, I could hear her, almost more than what Stuart was. But at times when we were doing blue light, you could feel her, she would say she was receiving blue light in certain areas, right? It was consistent with what we were doing during the healing. So it's kind of like, right, her noise would come up and she would talk it through and we'd be going, yeah, that's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
That was pretty interesting to hear that.
Yeah, she was very sensitive to what we were doing and where we were moving. Because you
Yeah.
suddenly hear, oh, I can feel my upper dantian and middle dantian connecting. And you think, yeah, well, I'm just there, isn't it?
Yeah. Or
Mm.
doing the microscopic orbit, in a certain
Yeah.
area, and she would be getting that. So it was throat area, I think she got to. So that's the first time I've had, and she asked if it was okay that she talk it through.
Yes.
So I think um, it was actually good because you could, what you were doing, you knew that the client was feeling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
at first it's a bit disconcerting.
Instant feedback.
Yeah, it is,
Yeah.
right? You're thinking, okay, she's feeling this. This is what I'm trying to do. Um, we also found that both of us, when we went into her colon area, the client had had a colonoscopy the day before. Both of us felt that heat coming from there, right? So that was very much
Yeah.
so consistent. Stomach and spleen depleted, right? So that was where some of the prescription will probably go. On the eyes, we both got left eye, and she has issues with her right eye because we did that.
Sometimes it's like a mirror. We don't know. Left, right
Yeah,
can be tricky.
but we didn't get it in both. We each got it in just one of the ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the heart, we found out after in our discussion afterwards that I said, I'm almost getting like white froth coming up from the heart. And we were talking, and Stuart's going, well, I'm getting like a really pale pink. When
Right.
we talked to her after, and I don't, did I write it down? Do you remember that, Stuart? She had said something about her heart in the past, and she felt that she got a
Yeah.
white color also.
Yeah. She's saying it was sort of white or really pale pink or green for something.
Yeah, I think that's green for one, so different from what normal was, but what we were
Yeah.
getting in that heart area was confirmed by her.
Yeah.
And so what it was saying, and she didn't go into it too much, but I almost felt like her heart was looking for love and attention
Mm.
versus any physical issue, right? Like pay
She
attention to
did
me.
say that she gives out a lot and she would like something back. So she doesn't feel she gets the love back that she's giving out. So
Yeah, so and that was exactly what I
it was
felt,
interesting.
right? The
Barbara
heart
had really
was,
picked up on that.
yeah,
Yeah.
asking for that to
Yeah.
come. Um, I think that was some of the, as I say, it was good having somebody else there. Some of the feedback we got, if we looked from what Deborah got, she came out of it. I think she was almost half asleep by the time she came out of it, thought she was feeling pretty good. She said she felt a lot of the integration into the various aspects of her body or into the different areas. And then as it went through, she was feeling, she called it integration, but I would say it's a deeper sense of the energy going through her body, in particular the orbits. And she had a lot of releases. So a lot of the tension or some of that coming out. So the purging was helping with us there. One thing I wanted to mention that might be interesting is, or for others, is that we did do the opening with her listening in on it. And then we cut, once I finished the 3 invocations, we turned her off at that point, right? That she couldn't hear us.
Yeah.
But for her in particular, I think because of her spiritual background and what she felt, the feelings, as Stuart said, she could get, that worked really well for her. So even at the end, we sort of left it, but at the end, she came back to it and actually asked for a copy of it because she said it just worked so well for her that she could, feel that. So I think it set her up very well for the session itself.
Yeah, I agree.
Nice.
Yeah, for somebody with that kind of
Right.
bent, if I can call it that, right?
Yeah. Very
So,
nice.
but I was also, these are all the pages I was preparing last night. I think it was at 11 o'clock because I was
Wow.
so worried about doing the session without video and without a lot of notes and everything. So it was, yeah. So I'm much more relaxed now. And then in the midst of preparing for today's session, I got the email from John going, we have to do another one tomorrow. And I went, what the hell? You mean I got to do a second one? Studying for the exam. So it was sort of like you're going, oh. So anyway, but
Well,
that's now.
You'll be fine.
It's on your own, and you can have all your notes.
Yeah, you can have all your notes.
Yeah, it just was sort of like, ooh.
And everybody you're working with is a graduate of the course. They've been through the same thing that you're going to go through. They're very gentle and nice and lovely
Yes.
people. They know what it's like.
Yeah.
No, you were dead on, and I will actually see this person on Wednesday, and I can give her the 1 through 10. I can get her that information. I'll be seeing her on Wednesday.
Okay, I'll let you do that then, John.
Yep.
Prescriptions, Stuart and I talked about it. We talked with her about the prescriptions, but we said that we would send them to her, right? To give her a little bit of information.
We wanted ones for strengthening the stomach and spleen because she's doing a lot of mental work at the moment and quite depleted. So that is very depleted at the moment. And also when we were doing the microcosmic orbits in the legs, a couple of them were a bit disjointed and took a lot of effort. So it's just the yin and yang balancing ones as well for her. And possibly giving her an extra one for the heart, sort of where she wants the loving.
And just a reminder that you can send, John's.
That's what I was going to be looking up.
Well, just tell me which ones you want, and I'll send you the links, and you can send them to her. Because I'd rather have you do that part because it's good to keep contact.
Yeah. No,
so she gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make sure I get the.
Yeah, if you just send it to me, I'll give you the exact links that you can forward to her.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll just do the 1 through 10 because I see her and I can talk to her about it. So.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, it's really good.
Very spot on. I love that when I came into the room, you were doing the 1 through 10 for this particular person, including them. It's not always appropriate, but this I knew as soon as you did that, I went, oh, that's so perfect.
That's good.
Yeah, so good. Good on you. Great.
Okay, who's got their hand up next?
Oh, there you go.
Elena.
Elena.
Waiting for, knew it was going to come up. So, Elena and
And
Stacey.
Stacey, yes.
Yeah.
Where is she? Oh, there she is.
Yeah, there she is.
There we go.
Wow. We had fun. Yeah. I loved working with a partner. I loved working with Stacey. Yeah.
Yeah.
We match somehow. Yeah, we had a chat before class about what we found out in the magic circles. And it's funny because I've mentioned earlier that when I do the physical thing, the physical circle and the physical feeling of the body, it's almost always crickets. It's just blank. And when I move to the emotional, it's like movies. A lot of information. And it was funny because what Stacy got from the physical, it matched really with the emotional that I got. So I just need to get at ease that this is the way I get it. And
Yep.
yeah, it most of the things matched of what we got. So we did the 1 to 10 with her. And that was really nice. That was Stacy had an idea to have a very mini extra meditation for her to connect with her higher self and be connected to the whole treatment. So that was a nice one. And what did we did a general treatment, and then Stacy, how was it called? The spine.
Oh yeah. Healing the spine.
Yeah.
Oh,
As
yeah.
in her intake, she said blocked, like she was blocked in a lot of ways. And so I thought, well, maybe it would be helpful just to kind of unblock that to allow for movement before we do any of the treatment. So that was what we did before the basic treatment protocol, just to clear that. And then we did the basic treatment protocol. We put in a couple needles as well. But yeah, just because her intake was like block, 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 I'm like, okay. She could probably use a little bit of flossing in the spine just to get things going.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and because she had mentioned pain in the left shoulder and pain in the right knee, and when Stacy did the magic circles in the physical part, she felt that there was a lot of heaviness on the whole left side. And when I did the emotional circle, I got the feeling that she wants to lean to the right. That was the kind of a need to move to the right, to do something to the right. So we decided to do
Yin and
the
yang.
butterfly. What is it?
Yin and
Butterfly,
yang.
yin and yang, both.
Yeah,
They're both right.
yeah, to balance it all, whatever. Yeah, and yeah, it was really nice to work together, to be constant in contact and to discuss, and yeah, I loved it. So, and what would we did for prescription, we gave her um, Pulling Down the Heavens and the Dropping Post for shaking off everything that because she had a lot of head stuff. And the five young, but a little bit more like we discussed yesterday, not so much with the hands,
Yeah.
even more because she in the beginning she mentioned that she tries to meditate, but it's too hard and it's kind of hard for her, but she tries to do it every day. And I find those exercises really helpful when you want to meditate and you cannot meditate, to do things like this, because the mind is so occupied with do this and then that, and then you can it works double. You move the chi and you keep the mind occupied. So this is what we gave her. Yeah. So thank you, Stacey.
Yeah, thank you. I'll just kind of comment on
Yes.
the meditation. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It starts with an S, Shen Gong meditation.
Gong meditation.
Because in her intake again, she was just really, there was just a lot of stuff going on with her in terms of wanting to be her authentic self and not feeling connected to her authentic self. And so that's why that meditation I thought was really appropriate.
Shan,
Shen
meaning the eternal soul meditation.
Eternal soul meditation, yeah.
Okay.
And
Yes.
I tried to do it a little bit from memory, and I know I messed it up, but but so I did the 1 through 10 and then the 3 invocations, and then guided her through the beginning part of that meditation and just left her in that receptive state to hear from her eternal soul while we worked on her. And at the end of the session, then we brought her back over the bridge to come back. And then that's when we did the tonification part, so she could be present for that. Yeah, and in the magic gloves part, there was a lot of, it was interesting because this is where Elena and I really, I think, supported each other, because as a partner, it was great because she was working on the physical part and I was working in the Wei Chi fields. So I thought that was really cool. So the way that the healing the spine flossing worked with the actual spine, I was doing that with the Wei Chi. So from the transpersonal point in the earth and then in the heaven, to try to open up that gate to keep her grounded, but also to connect her to her higher self and just kind of floss that, you know?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what the magic gloves wanted me to do.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah, and a lot of there was another one too, and maybe because I did, like Barbara, I did a lot of like research and tried to figure out like what to do. But there was one technique where I can't remember what it's called, but you're kind of spinning, and it's for the particular organ.
Casting?
No, there was five yin energetic patterns, and
right.
the one that I picked was the spinning one in the yellow court area. I can't remember what that's called, magistrate or something like that.
Oh, magistrate takes the emperor takes them
Magistrate to
task. Something like that. So I was doing that in magic gloves in the yellow court area.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if that's because I looked it up the night before.
And you send the energy you're sending the energy from the yellow court up to be experienced by the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's powerful. Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes, again, I don't know if I picked that because I read about it the night before, or you know what I mean? And I put it into the magic glove section.
Or maybe you read about it the night before because you needed it today.
Yeah, that's usually how
Think
that
about
works.
that too.
Okay.
Yeah, things you do the night before.
Yeah, that happens all the time for me. I'll be like, all of a sudden I'll read about something and it shows up in the treatment because they needed it.
Yeah. But it was really cool how, like Elena said, we just felt a lot of the same things. Like her spleen was heavy, like so heavy. I never felt a spleen so heavy before. It was really interesting. I've never felt the sponge pop out either. This is my first time feeling that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so that was cool.
Yes.
Yeah, it was great to work with a partner, and it's great to work with Elaine. And I think I'll be working with her a lot more, honestly.
Yeah.
That's great.
This is awesome.
We love
And
it.
this is what you get to do in clinic. This is why we're doing this, so that you get a sense of this and you get a chance to work with someone who's got a higher level of experience, and you get to learn even more. It's quite powerful.
Yeah.
So,
All sessions are with a partner.
so we have her email on the intake, so we can
That's right.
email. Okay,
Oh,
so I
yes.
wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I
By
thought you
all
were going to be
means.
sending. Okay,
No, that's why it's on there.
okay.
So that you can contact them afterwards with.
Right.
And again, John has these great YouTubes. You want to put YouTube links on there?
Okay.
And if you're not sure where to find them, just let me know and I'll.
Yeah. Dropping post, pulling down the heavens. I was just going to take a screenshot of
Yeah, send it to me.
thing, but
Yeah,
it's
send
probably
it to me
better
and
to do
then
the video, right?
yeah, that's good. That's good
Okay.
too. But if you want a video,
Video. Do you have a video of just the?
No.
no,
Okay.
Maybe in the future.
maybe in the future,
Yeah.
yes. Now
Wink,
that I've
wink,
been,
nudge, nudge.
because
Yeah.
I just kind of learned that
Yeah.
that Wendy was doing that. I wasn't doing that, so that's why
Yeah.
there's a video. But there
Yeah,
will
it's
be.
so powerful. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, yes. Very
Yeah.
good.
Everybody loved their treatments. So everybody was just
Yeah.
glowing. Yeah. So good work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we have to complete and submit the short? No, that's just for you. That's just for your notes. Yep.
Yeah.
You don't need to turn that in.
No. Tomorrow's yes.
Yeah, tomorrow you will. Yeah, because you're doing it
Yeah.
solo.
Flying solo. Okay. Well, Gavin and Tariq.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we know who's next.
Yeah. And you cannot hide.
You can, but we're bringing you alive. You can.
Yep. Coming in here.
Okay, so I did magic circles this morning. Our patient is 75, and on her intake form, she said she had fractured a hip
Right.
a month ago, and she wanted to open her heart. Was the gist of the intake form. When I went into the physical field, I heard right hip. I didn't feel it, but I heard that. And then the right knee, I felt as the energy went down. Her head was like quite heavy and shoulders like burdening almost. And then upper back. And then I felt like just a lot of energy leaning right. And then the emotional field there's quite a lot in there. My body was viscerally shaking, like I wanted to cry. There was like a lot of sadness and fear, like regret came up, and just like the clock is ticking with age, and like there was a fear around like getting older kind of thing, and then like being hurt in the past came up. So there was like past trauma, and then I heard mother wounding. Well, and then the spiritual field, I was just getting that there's like brighter days ahead, and there's still more to the story. So that like she still felt like she had quite a bit of life left to live.
Nice.
And then when she talked to us about the hip, it was the right hip that she fractured. And then she also broke her right tibia 7 or 8 months ago. And then there was just a lot of emotional stuff that she brought up around the heart and like wanting to like have a more open heart space. And then she talked about her children a little bit, and then that led to her talking about wounding around her mother. She didn't really feel super connected growing up to her mother. There's a lot of that. Interesting working with another person. Like part of me kind of came out of it a little bit and like would go back in and just like navigating that space of talking and working with another person because I'm usually sort of just like in my head and I'm just like floaty and it just does its thing and I do. Um, but we kind of like split sides of working on her in like different areas of the organs and stuff. So like I did the heart and there was a lot of heaviness and a lot of like dark, foamy stuff just like coming out of the heart. Um, and then Magic Loves was really interesting. Before even the session, I was hearing the infinity pattern. So then I went and did that just to kind of like bring the like middle dantian and the lower dantian and kind of just like connect the two and just have her feel like more embodied. That's kind of the feeling I got, and just like putting like a deep red into her heart and then like spinning it. Yeah.
Great.
Anything to add, Gavin, that you felt?
Um, she was really coming with it wasn't even so much about the hip. She was really coming with the wish to have her heart open even more. She'd been having experiences where her heart seemed to be opening um, around her mother. She had a very sense of um, quite significant privation of love and affection, and really didn't have any felt sense of maternal care or love. And lately, she's been having connections with some of her mother's possessions and giving them to her children. And just in those moments of handing over, having moments of connection, um, of a sense of love for her mother coming up and her heart slightly opening, but then closing again. So she wanted to experience more of that. So I think that's where, yeah, and I think Tariq, as Tariq was saying, the work sort of focused around that issue. I mean, we worked, both of us worked on her um, right hip, her right leg, and did castings and whatever. But I think again in the magic gloves, for me, it was around purging deep-seated grief around not being loved as she needed to be loved. And that grief in her lungs seemed to has was quite it seemed to be had been there for many, many years, like from childhood really. That deep sense of sadness and grief. So it kind of cleared that, which seemed to help the heart just be able to expand more, and cleared the heart. And the heart, well, the heart chakra actually was, I was working with the heart chakra and cleared the heart chakra. And then the magic gloves brought in, I suppose for want of a better word, an angelic presence really into the chakra, just to be in the chakra to kind of continue with the healing and connection. And I think Tarek, it was interesting really afterward. I think one of the things she came with was not being able to trust her body as she ages. And for me, that kind of had a kind of thematic resonance, this lack of being able to trust attachment, which was a reflection of the dynamic with her mother now actually being with her body, but actually with working with the heart, it seemed to resolve this openness around being open to love, and her feeling maybe a connection with her mother then is reflected in being able to trust her body more. So she was talking about both really, this connection of now this issue of not being able to, the frailty of getting older and being present with frailty and the inevitable physical decline, but not blaming her body and just being able to trust her that it's doing what it's doing. Whereas before she was very concerned about not trusting her body.
Mm.
And that thematically linked to beginning to resolve some of the emotional trauma about really not being able to trust the availability of her mother. So I think that's what was coming through.
Mm.
Nice. Yeah, very, very interesting. Yeah, that I like that the idea of the attachment to her mother showing up, another reflection to the attachment to the body. I think about it being the attachment to the earth, like, which is mother, which is all of those things. So yeah, yes. And so what was the prescription?
We did the opening and closing, the upper, middle, and lower burner with an emphasis on helping her think about the emotions in the organs. So the upper burner is lungs and heart, and the middle burner, and then the lower burner, and kind of the emotions of fear in the lower burner.
Mhm.
Mm.
Mm.
And
And
just bringing in fresh energy and then releasing whatever needs to be released in upper, middle, and lower.
it just felt
With the focus on emotion, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
simple, right? Especially given the hip, just nothing too physically demanding.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Nothing
Oh,
that involved
absolutely.
bending.
Yes.
No bending.
That's right. Ooh.
And
Right.
she really, I think Dark, she really actually resonated with the prescription.
Yeah, I think so.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like she had a powerful experience. So
Mm.
that was great.
Good job, gentlemen.
It-
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we had technical issues, so I think it was a bit difficult for both of us because my earbuds weren't working and my phone couldn't really pick up on Tarek. So
Oh,
I think we did a good job in trying to get through it despite the technical difficulties. But
right. Yeah.
it kind of highlights I need to make sure technically for clinic that those issues are resolved because it wasn't
Yes.
so easy for Tarek because my phone was cutting out and all the rest of
Yeah.
it. But
Right.
But we did it.
Yeah. Well, you can see why it's important, right? How much of a
mm,
difference it makes to be able to, it's great to be
mm.
able to have that ability to talk with someone
Mm.
when you're in partnership. Yes. Okay. Well, thank you so much. And, you know, high five, everybody. You did it.
Yeah. High five.
Come on, high five.
That was
John,
amazing.
Yeah. So,
yeah, it was amazing. Woohoo. John and I do that every time
yeah.
after.
Every time after the clinic, when everyone shows up and you guys are all in your rooms, we go, yes. And then during clinic, we have to do that. We got to 6 times. We got to make sure that it works.
Yeah, and often, like last year, I think there were like sometimes 15 or 16
Yeah.
sessions going on each time.
Yeah. And you're like, oh God, all 15 people showed up. Yes.
That's right. Or we had the backup person and they're
Oh, the
there.
backup person showed up. Yay.
Yeah, it's
There's a
quite
lot involved in the clinic. A
there's a
lot.
lot involved. Getting 90 sessions with 3 people in their places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All in their places with bright, shiny faces.
Yeah. Anyway, you got this lovely taste of it today.
Yeah.
And you did great. Everybody I know, it's one of the best clinics. It was just, you guys are really, really good. So,
I love the little
yeah,
extra things you guys did. I think that's so great,
yeah,
and how you're really listening to your magic gloves and just following
yes.
that, even if it felt like, okay, I'm way out here in this Wei Chi field, or I'm going from this transpersonal point to that transpersonal point. And I think that's just
Mhm.
so amazing what you were doing. Great.
Yep, yep, yes. So, let me see. Do I have that?
So we talk about tomorrow.
Oh, we are going to talk about tomorrow. Yes.
Yes, tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so as you know, you need to know about the five elements. So you need to know about it. I'm just going to screen share something for a minute to give you an idea of what the first page looks like and how it works so that there isn't confusion about this, because that does happen. And so you can like, don't be so about it. Okay, so is that it? Here it is, yes. Okay, so this is what a front page might look like, just might. And I want you to understand how it works. Like, here's an element, wood. Gee, what would that be? It's in the same line. So it's like a puzzle. And everybody's doing a screenshot. Anyway, so, or now I said that, I probably shouldn't have. Anyway, and then you'd have like probably go wood, fire, earth, metal, and water across. And then you fill in all of this column would be wood, all of this is fire, all of this is earth, all of this is metal, and all of that is water. And we're going to stop that share. Everybody understand? That is a puzzle. So you don't go.
See, there you go. You already have the first page.
The hardest page. If you don't know this stuff, that's the hardest page.
That's the hardest page.
Yes.
Just know all that. Yeah.
Know that.
So no notes when you do the test, but
yeah, we want you to know it.
We want you to really know it. Yeah.
Yes. So you might also want to know
a little bit about healing sounds.
Yes.
What's contraindication for someone with healing sounds? Something came up today even that you couldn't make a sound because of what they had.
That's right.
So you can unmute and tell us.
Yeah.
Depletion, yes, right. Naomi's very aware of that. Depletion, no.
Yes. Okay. Do we get some answers on that?
Yeah, I don't know. Are we putting them in the chat or are you guys, we actually want you to answer us.
Broken bones.
Broken bones. Yes, very good.
Yep.
Acute disease or an acute, what it's called.
Yes, acute stages of illness. Yes.
And Tariq just wrote pregnancy. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Pregnancy or something similar.
Heavy menstruation?
Yes, heavy menstruation.
There
yes.
you go.
Yeah, I think we're pretty good there.
There you go.
And speaking of pregnancy, what is there around pregnancy that you have to remember? It's one of the reasons why we put it on our forms when people are going to be signing up for clinic.
Don't treat.
Yeah.
Don't treat.
No
Very good.
treatments for pregnancy.
Yes, so they get, we're like, sorry, but you can't come. Okay.
That's when you can send them to an acupuncturist because we can.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. Or you can give them Qigong exercises. You can definitely do
Yes.
that.
You can lead them in meditations
Yeah, great.
and journey work, because in the next segment you do journey work. So they can take journeys. It's just that the movements like this is being so strong with energy that it can cause miscarriage. And it's because we are that strong. And you just don't realize it.
Yeah, I had one time that happened to me where I had a client made an appointment like 2 weeks prior, and then in the meantime she found out that she was pregnant and didn't tell me and came, and I said, "Oh, okay, we're gonna work differently today."
Yeah. Yes.
Ended up being a class.
Right.
How to support that pregnancy.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, and then when it comes to cancer, do you treat cancer patients? How do you work at this level, on the practitioner level? You haven't taken the therapist level. Do you work on cancer patients?
Stacy's going, no.
Can we do the turkey bag?
Turkey bag one would be the only
Yeah.
treatment.
Yeah, you could do the turkey bag. Yeah.
Otherwise, wouldn't touch.
Well,
Well,
even that,
yeah.
even the turkey bag, we actually have some ways that
I was going to say, I would say no
yeah,
to the
no,
turkey bag.
because we do
No.
some things to focus the people are doing the chemo and all this stuff in order to, so we have ways of drawing we want the chemo to go into the area where it's needed, and then we want it to come out of the rest of the body. So actually we cover that in the 8th seminar. That happens in the spring. And then 11th seminar, which happens in May.
Mhm.
Well, I guess winter. The 8 is in the winter. And what are the dates for that?
I'm just going to say, I think your dates are off. Let me check.
Well, the therapist starts with
Therapist
5.
starts on right after Labor Day.
Yes, the seminar 6.
So that starts on the
Yeah,
9th of September.
I know. I can't remember. Is
That's
it 5 or is
seminar
it
5.
oh, 5? Okay, yeah. So
That's
5
seminar
and 8.
5 and 8 next.
Yeah, and
And then 8 is cancer.
yes, and it is in
And
February.
that is, one second, that starts on February 24th,
Right.
2027.
Yeah, and then the 11 starts after it.
I don't have those written down because I don't teach
I
them.
do. I do. I'm
I only
asking you to
teach
remember.
therapists.
You don't remember off the top of your head?
Nope, sorry.
Oh, I have it up on my other computer.
Bad John, bad John.
Oh no, you're great. So here it is. Yes, so that will be the masters. If you take double, then the other cancer seminar is May 2nd, and then the beginning of June. So
Yeah, 'cause she
yes,
she tries to do both of the two seminars for each level. If as you go forward, you do just two each level.
yes,
We like to do both parts together so that you
yeah,
got just therapist and then you focus on just masters.
yeah. You can do it either way.
Yeah.
So if you
But I
do the
mean during the
master,
year you've got it so that it flows that way so that
yeah, it flows that way. So and then the master's 9, which is it is the treasures. It's the 3 treasures seminar. The treasures of earth, the treasures of heaven. No, heaven, earth. Well, it's heaven, earth, and man. So
yep.
yes, those are our treasures. So so that's a lovely seminar too. And it also gets into some of the psychology more with the chi deviations aspects that we get into. Anyway, deepening.
Yes.
And
And also and then the rest of the exam, we probably should stay with the
yes,
exam.
sorry, I got
I'm just
sidetracked.
like, let's not get too far off the field here.
Okay.
The exam, the rest is going to be, a lot of that's going to be subjective. We want to know more about your experience and things like that. So,
Yeah, but we do want to know 3 basic categories that we put your treatments as well as prescription exercises into.
you're right.
And then how you begin treatments and end treatments, just briefly. Don't have to go into all the details. Just sort of a brief synopsis, and then it's purely it's purely then there's lots more pages, but they're going to be about you and your experience more. So anyway, any questions about that? And you're going to be in separate rooms so we can come in and visit
Yeah.
and check on how you're doing. And if you have any questions tomorrow,
Yes.
Yes.
So no notes for the exam, but after that, after we complete the exam, we'll go on break. You'll have 90 minutes to do the exam, which we found there's more than enough time for people. Many people don't need that much and they have a extra
Yeah.
long break. And then after the break, you'll have a client come in that you'll be doing a solo session with.
That's
And
right.
those are as much notes as you want. You just can't use any recordings. You just
Yeah.
can use as many notes as you'd like, though.
Yes. We want you to try to remember
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, Barbara.
Sometimes I have an issue opening the things you send and being able
Ah,
to input. So how, like, I'm a little
we're
bit,
going to be sending it. I send it in every way possible. I
okay.
Yeah,
send it
right.
out as a Word file, as a RTF, so as a PDF, and as embedded in the email itself.
Okay, great.
So,
You'll have lots of different
so
ways you can send it back to us.
Yeah, because usually I have to convert and do all of that. So,
Yep.
okay, thank you.
No, we're
yeah.
aware of that, so you're not the first one that's had that come up. So yeah, so we
Yeah,
do
we
that.
send it lots of
Wendy
ways.
sends it in many different formats, whatever one works.
Yep. Okay. And then that will be it for tomorrow.
Yep.
And then the next day, we're going to start by sharing your experiences of the day before. So, you'll have notes. You can send us your notes and you will have notes to share. Um, and then we're going to have a meditation. And then we're going to have sharing. So I think that's,
Like a closing circle kind of thing. You guys can share
yes.
anything you'd like to share.
Yes. So we get a little bit more party-like and chatty at that point. But we go around with everybody's input. And if they
Mhm.
have anything you'd like to share with the group, I mean, it used to be we were in person. And there was a lot of chocolate shared, I have to say.
Yeah, there was a lot of chocolate sharing then. I can
Yes.
send you energetic chocolate.
Yes. So anyway, that's
No rotten teeth and no weight gain.
right. Okay. So, wow, we usually last year we had how many people? We had like eight or nine sessions, so we were talking a little longer.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So we have a little extra time here. I think maybe I'll have my guides do a nice meditation for us. I'm not sure what the guides want to say or do, but it seems appropriate.
Hmm.
Here I am. But also here the guides will be. So, okay. Let's see. I just take a minute and see if yeah, okay. Yeah. Give me a sense of what they'd like to say. So, oops. It's funny, I'm getting more of a sense as I look through, but I mean, I'm just hearing more. No, that's not the one. Sorry. Let me get the right. Disappear. Couldn't have disappeared. There. Okay, well. Well, that one seemed like the other one. Okay. They do love, they like little, short meditations. So, oh, yes, I do want to do that. Was there anything else in the chat, John?
Oh, well, one more thing I just want to mention to everybody. I sent everybody an email. We'd like to know how you'd like to be listed on your certificates. So
Thank you.
please answer that email as soon as you can. If you can try to have it done before we meet again tomorrow, that would be really helpful to Wendy and I, because we want to know if you want like your middle name in there, if there's something else that you'd prefer to have it listed. Otherwise, we have it kind of listed as your first and last name, but if it's something different, let us know.
Yeah. Yes. So let us know. Okay, so a little background. Welcome. We would just like to come in and let all of you know how wonderfully you are doing with this work and how we see you during these sessions and this healing that you are offering, and seeing your energy connecting to the beings of light and the higher planes, and working within this connection. And so we would just have you just take a moment and feel that connection that you have. And understand and bringing in this evidence to your human self that the work that you are doing is real, that you are bringing in the frequencies of the higher worlds, the divine worlds, the frequencies of the Wuji, of the Tao, these frequencies that have great intelligence, that have the intelligence to heal, to bring this healing, the ability to bring healing into your physical world, and you are acting as conduits. And we would just like you to appreciate yourselves, bringing this into your human self. And for all of you, as you do this, there is something that you are fulfilling in your life plan, that you have come here to embody this. You have come here to embody these higher frequencies. And just notice how this is indeed happening. That you are picking up information and signals, and that you are transmitting these through time and space. And embodying this essence of being a healer. And there is so much gratitude and appreciation for you. From these higher worlds. from your guides, from the angelic beings who are present. And taking a moment right now, this moment, to just to get quiet and breathe now. To feel the presence of the earth beneath you, that great consciousness of the earth, of the mother, grounding you and supporting you. And then on your earth plane, you have the powers of the elements and the directions. Also, part of your world. You have the earth rising from below. Earth's energy that wants to rise towards the heavens. And the earth that is center. You have the powers of these great elements all around you. And they are living energies. That fire of the south, that water of the north, the metal of the west, the wood of the east. They are fabric of life. And they are constant, and you are living in this constant field of these energies, and they are affecting you. And above you, you have the sun and the moon and the stars in your physical reality. And they are also having profound effects on your experience of being human and being alive. And in your work and in your life, you are always interacting with these. And we would have you understand that it is not just that you breathe in and that you breathe out. It is that you are a living matrix that is connected to all of this. That you are not separate. Even though you have this body, which is quite seemingly autonomous, that it is being constantly in these fields, just as you understand that your cell phone works inside of a house or inside of a box. In the same way, you are constantly in these transmissions of these energies, that you are, there is an illusion of separation, and yet separation is not the reality. That you are in these constant connections, heaven and earth, and opening to these flows, letting go of the blockages, surrendering, relaxing, and allowing earth to rise through you, allowing the heavens to flow down through you, and allowing yourself to be in the field of these directions, of these elements. Allowing yourself to be conscious of who you are. And then ultimately, we are pointing out that you are interdimensional beings and that you are becoming more and more connected to your interdimensional self. That you are tuning in as if you are a radio that is tuning into another frequency. We see you all as tuning in to these great higher frequencies. You are allowing this to come through you and to inform you. And you are all capable of this, and we suggest and we bless you, and we suggest that you relax and open if at any point there's this idea of an exam, and yet it is really just a kind of initiation, you would say. And allowing yourself to relax and move through this initiatory process. For indeed, you are all worthy. And we see you as having graduated already, you could say. Indeed, just for the caliber of work that you are doing, and that is, after all, what this is about. So with that, we thank you and we bless you, and we are very happy to support you in whatever way it is only for you to call upon us. And we are there for you. Thank you. Whew. Okay. Like that. Ah. Whew. Okay, time to end the day. Well, guides think that you all passed. Who's going to argue with that? After all, the caliber of work that you are doing, it's what they said, so.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all that matters. That's what matters. Okay. I like that, them framing it as an initiation. Okay. Whew. Great reflection happening out there. Okay, here. Okay. So let's breathe in from the earth and smile to the heavens and bring in some beautiful physical energy, physical healing in the physical plane. Down through your physical body, and again, breathing in and smiling and bringing this through for the energy body. Lots of vitality, life force, chi, filling you up. And again, smiling to the spirit body. And bringing in beautiful, divine, Shen spiritual energy. That in all the way down to your feet. Lots of peace and harmony and excitement. Tomorrow's going to be fun. Okay. And thinking about having gratitude. Gratitude for those wonderful people who came to be worked on and getting to share with the partner. And just this beautiful life. Bringing that into your heart. So many gifts in life. And sending that out to the whole group. being together. Oh, only 2 more days together. Bringing that back into your heart, being this special person who's a part of this group, so intrinsic. Couldn't do it without you. And sending our love, light, and healing out into the world. And thank you. So
Thank you, everyone. Great job today.
yes. And just want to say, when therapist continues, you're just going to there'll be a bigger group, because there'll be people who are in therapist this year who will be also doing therapist next year. So,
yep.
And that'll be fun. It will be fun. But it's lovely to have this very sweet group together.
Yes.
Yeah.